Today is the first update in my project 10 uses, and I'm really excited to show you my progress, and I also have a rollout, which means we get to pick a new product. So let's just get to it. Last month I picked 5 products that I wanted to use 10 times. I have a running list of prompts and I just did a spin the wheel to pick which ones that I could kind of look for in my collection. I just thought that this would be a fun way to get some use on some other products. I have a rolling project where it's much larger goals, so I felt like I just wasn't getting use on some of these other products that I have that I really want to. I don't want to completely neglect them. Project planning for me is more so just to get more use on products that I feel are neglected or finish up things that need that extra push. So this one is much more chill. I am only counting how many times I use it, not doing any like weight or progress pictures for this. It's just use it 10 times or not. The first prompt was something expensive and I chose my Chanel lip balm or Rouge Cocoa Balm, and this one I used 11 times. Spoiler, this is the rollout for today. And this one was pretty easy. It's just a clear lip balm and I keep it on my vanity just for mornings. I also have a lot of other lip products that I'm trying to finish. That is why I feel like this one didn't get much more use. Otherwise it would, because usually when I'm doing my skincare, I try and put a lip balm on right away. But this was very pleasant. I got this for Christmas a few years ago, I think. It's just something I'm hesitant to reach for, but it was lovely using in this project. Second prompt was a Gilmore Girls themed, and it was Stars Hollow, something quirky or fun. So I chose the Benetint. I always struggle to say that quickly. And this is just their original formula, I believe. This one I've only used 6 times, and problems I've been having with it lately. In my Billie Eilish video, I tried to use it as blush, which I've done before, but I used a little brush to do it and it was a mess. Since then I've been a little hesitant to use it as blush. Traditionally use it more on my lips, and it's kind of drying. It's really cute. It just dries out my lips. So how I have been using it is actually using it as like a lip liner stain, and I really like it that way. But then you use such a minuscule amount of product, which is completely fine. I'm not trying to finish this right now, but that's just how I've been using it so far. But this one is at 6 uses, so 4 more uses and I can roll it out for something new. Third prompt was Harry Potter themed, and it was Ravenclaw, something with clever packaging. And this one was a little difficult to pick based off that, but I chose the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. For me, the convenience of it or the cleverness of it is that you twist it and the product comes up, but you can't twist it back down. It's very much like those Click lip balms. This one is also at 6 uses, and I feel like that's kind of the theme for today of why I didn't roll out more products, because I have a lot of repeats. So I have 2 highlighters and then 3 lip products, and I'm noticing that in my rolling project where I have multiple lip products in there and it is so difficult to use them all, or if I am using them all, it's hard to get higher numbers for it. I'm just slowly chipping away at those, and same with this one. I'm not always in the mood for a lip plumper, and this one's really serumy, so it doesn't work with other serumy products usually layered over something that's matte. Like today, I use the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner that I'm trying to finish in Pillow Talk, and then I just kind of dabbed this over because it's incredibly serumy, and once you start applying it, it kind of melts from the warmth on your lips. It's really easy to overdo it with this one, but overall I've been enjoying it, and it's nice to get some use and actually be able to talk about this because I haven't used this much before. The fourth prompt is something limited edition or discontinued. So I brought in the Glossier Play line, and this is the Night Shine highlighter. Like, these don't exist anymore. I'm kind of sad that they got rid of their Play line. It didn't seem like Glossier, but it did have some great products, and this is one of them. And this is the second rollout for today. I've used this a total of 10 times. I really love this product, but I've kind of ruined it with the packaging. I took out the stopper about a year ago because when I would take it out, it would be nothing on the little wand, and I regret it completely because every time I take it out, it's a huge layer coated on the wand, and it's really hard to get a small amount now. And then also when I put it back in, there's so much product that it starts like caking up on the rim, and so every now and then I have to go through and wipe it off. So there's still plenty of product in here. I'm interested in like depotting it, but seeing how this dries up, I'm concerned about depotting it and then it being exposed to air and it drying up really quickly. So I think for now I'm just going to keep it in here, but I do get to roll this out. It's been lovely using this. Again, like when I bought this, they were canceling the Glossier Play line, so I was like, oh, I need to buy this. Yeah, I just have been hesitant to use it because it's discontinued, but that's something I'm trying to work past. So this will be our second rollout today, so that means we get 2 new products. And the 5th prompt was something green, so I chose the NYX Buttermelt Highlighter in Buttermints. Like, mint is technically green, right? I feel like it falls within the green family, even though it's like green-blue. But this is really gorgeous, and it's definitely newer to my collection as well, so that's why I kind of like having this one, that I can pick some of the newer products and not feel guilty about using them while still getting progress on. And you can tell that I have not used this much because the imprint is still perfect on there. And yeah, in this project I've used it only twice. It is a gorgeous highlighter, but it is very green. And like, I'm not shocked by that because, I mean, look at it. It's just kind of hard to pair it with some products or even makeup looks sometimes. And I have noticed, and this could just be powder highlighters, I usually go towards cream highlighters, but with this one, if I don't perfectly powder like the side of my face where I'm going to place it first, it will stick and be so difficult to blend, and it will be so concentrated in that one spot. So that's just something I've had to be careful of making sure there is a perfect layer of powder on my skin and like none of it is tacky or, you know, like dewy. And then I take like a little fan brush, and even then I have to like really fan it out. But it is gorgeous nonetheless. It gives a very like ethereal look, but I just haven't been reaching for it as much lately. So with that, we have 2 new roll-ins. I'm gonna pull up on my screen the random wheel I have to get a prompt for two prompts, and then I will go and pick a product that I'll use 10 times. And it has been my goal to reach every prompt in here. I don't want any repeats. Probably the same with products as well. Something with bulky packaging. Okay, that is, I mean, I'll find it. And then we get 1 more and a powder product. Okay, that will be an interesting combo. I will go take a look and bring back the new products for this prompt. I just went and picked the products for these new prompts, and I'm really excited. So the one for a powder product, I was a bit hesitant to bring in another setting powder because I currently have 2 in my rolling project, and spoiler, I'm really close to rolling 1 out, but that would still bring me back to 2, and that kind of seems like a lot right now. But then that's kind of all I have. All of my powder blushes, most of them are in my daily drawer currently. The other ones I didn't really want to use, so it was kind of a conundrum, and I ended up going with my Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. So this is kind of the same, in the same category of like a setting powder, but it's a foundation. But anyway, this one is also pretty new to my collection. I've used it here and there, and it is quite nice. It's a little light for me. My intention was kind of using it as a setting powder, and that's pretty much what I do. I do not use this on its own. I actually used a little just now to touch up on some spots that my foundation didn't cover that well. And I like that it comes with like this little powder puff and a mirror in there, which like it actually feels high quality for it being like, I think it was like $5, maybe $6. So I'm excited to get some more use on this and just get to play around with it. I definitely have struggled with buying foundations, and this is part of what made me crack. So let's figure out why it made me crack and see if it was actually worth it. And then for the prompt bulky packaging, I instinctively went right towards the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom setting powder, and then that got me into that same cycle of thinking of I do not need another setting powder in my daily drawer right now. So I had to kind of force myself to think outside the box, and I'm excited with what I chose. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tint, and I have the shade 10 or Current Mood. And I mean, like, look at the size of this thing. Like, you can even see in there where the product is. This is lovely. I only used it like a couple of times. I think my boyfriend bought this for me, and then because I'm focusing on other products, I have not really used it, but I'm really excited to get some use on this product as well. So that concludes my update for this project. I'm really excited. I think I can definitely reach some of these goals by my next update, and I'm excited for you to track along. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!